Hello people of the internet. So today I wanted to show you guys what I'm gonna do about the situation I have behind me. So when I moved into this place, and this is a pretty tight space, it's a 400 square foot space. Before I moved into this space, my partner was living here prior. I had a 1-bedroom apartment and I decided to move into this space because there were more employment opportunities in this area. So I downsized my 1-bedroom apartment into the studio apartment, which really encouraged me to go through the items that I really needed, keep those, and then get rid of the things that I kind of needed or didn't really need. It was a really good thing for me because I got rid of a lot of things that were just taking up space. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I need to figure out a solution for the drop zone behind me. When you walk into my space, you have to pass this area. It's where all of the shoes go. We have a shoe rack here. There's a nightstand here because it's a studio apartment. We have the bed up against the wall here, and then I have that back door behind me, or this only door behind me. And alongside the shoes, I have a shoe rack down here. I also keep tons of plants in this area because this is my only south-ish facing window. So I have a north-facing window, and then I have two, I guess these are western facing windows. So I keep all my plants in this area right here, and I only have one good window for plants. So I need somewhat of a plant stand along with some place for my shoes. In addition to the plant slash shoe stand, I also have a nightstand next to my bed, and that nightstand was something that I kept from my old apartment. It was a thrift flip. I'm thinking I've outgrown that aesthetic. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and I have to figure out an organization solution for the stuff that I have in my nightstand. So those are the three things that I am looking for. I don't know what kind of look I'm going for, possibly industrial. I did pick up some galvanized piping, and then I have some wood, so we'll see where that goes. I can't technically, I would love to hang things off of the ceiling, but I can't do that just because of the way that the house is built. So the ceiling is technically off limits. I do have a plant bar right now that I have some hangers off of, but it's not connected to any studs, so it can't be that heavy. So I'm going to show you guys in more detail what the area behind me looks like. It literally is a drop zone. I have bags of soil there. I have my gardening stuff, my shoes, other miscellaneous items that need to somehow get organized. The one thing that I will say is that I won't be changing the blinds or doing anything with the AC besides cleaning them, just because this is a rental. So I'm gonna try to do what I can to make it more tidy, but this is what it is. So I'll show you, and I'll show you all the plants too. The most boring but most crucial part is cleaning. So I'm gonna save you the trouble, and I'm gonna fast forward through this part. So I'm at the point where we have the correct wood, and it's been fitted, and I'll show you what that looks like in a bit. But I'm going to be sanding the wood. It's going to take me a minute because I don't have an electric sander, so I'll be using this. I don't even know what this is called. I'll be using this thing to sand, and I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 pieces of wood to sand. I'm doing 1 big slat of wood on the top, and then I'm doing 2 smaller slats on the second shelf because I couldn't find a proper piece of wood that was pre-cut that fit that. It has literally been ages since I've seen this area behind me empty, but it looks really good. So now that it's cleaned up, I'm gonna be building the first shelf unit, and my goal is to get it all done tonight. The structure consisted of 27 total pieces, and the exact pieces will be in the box below. The trick to working with piping is to start from the middle and then work your way outwards, being patient with twisting and retwisting depending on the pipe's thread. Also, I recommend wearing gloves as some parts of the pipes were This is the basic structure of the frame for the shelf. It's a pretty simple structure with caps and flanges on the top and then a T down the center to give it some support. For the top shelf, I went with the 2x10 Douglas fir board, as well as 1x4 for the second shelves, which I sanded and then put polyurethane on. I then put the metal structure on top of the wood board and secured it with wood spruce. And this is the finished product. From this, I got 2 3-foot shelves. Hey guys, so this is literally day 5. It's taken a couple of days to get the entire project finished, just because I guess things didn't go as planned. I originally had planned to stain it, but the stain turned out a little bit more red than I liked. So I ended up sanding off the stain and just applying a couple coats of polyurethane. I put the galvanized piping form together, hoping that everything would be done before today, but the polyurethane actually smelled a lot more than I thought because I had moved the benches into the house and had started placing plants on it, but it was just really strong, so I moved them back out onto the landing so that they can dry better. So I'm hoping that the polyurethane smell is gone now and that I can finally bring them in, put my plant babies on the window, and start organizing the things from the nightstand. I'm hoping that there's enough space for the plants, just because I've collected a few. I picked up more this weekend when I went out to buy stuff for the benches. So I'm hoping that everything will fit and that I can arrange the plants in a way that the plants that need light will get the window and the plants that don't need light will get a shadier area. So that's what I have planned for today. have my plants all set up behind me. I think this is where I want everything. If not, I'll just move it. It really depends on how the light shines. So I'll probably figure that out over the weekend since I have to go to work during the day and I don't get to see the light except the afternoon light after 5. For my storage solution for the nightstand, since I got rid of my nightstand here in the corner, I pulled some decorative boxes out of storage and I'm gonna be using these. So these are gonna be, I'm gonna be stacking 2 decorative boxes. There's a bigger one and there's a smaller one. And I'm hoping that that'll force me to condense the things that I keep in the nightstand and also kind of hide the cords. I still have to figure out what to do with the cords. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really bother me that they show. And I have to put some other things there too. I just don't want it to be another unorganized drop zone. So I'm going to organize the stuff in the boxes and then I'll show you what it looks like. I think what I have behind me is the final product minus the fact that I might be moving some plants around depending on the light. I put the boxes up on the shelf further away from the bed just because on that lower shelf I'm going to leave some room for cell phones and whatnot to be charged. There still are some exposed cords on the floor, but that doesn't really bother me because I won't be able to see them. So I'm really glad that you guys stuck it through and watch this entire video. Drop in the comments below what plants you guys want me to get, because I do plan on adding to my plant family here. And you know, this was a really good way for me to just kind of get away from everything happening out in the world. I hope that you guys are staying safe, mentally safe, physically safe, and that you guys are healthy. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.